I love being in this hospital. I was born and raised on the Eastern Shore, and I always knew that I wanted to do something that I could help my community and give back. And being in this position, that gives me the opportunity every day to, be with my neighbors, people that I go to church with. So it's really important that, we put our community first, that we always make sure that we're listening to our patients, that we're taking great care of the patients. Because chances are I'm going to be sitting in church with you next week or see you in the grocery store next week, and I want to feel proud about the job that I do and how we serve our community. Riverside is very great about keeping open, the doors of maternity here in a rural facility. If you watch the news, you see it across the nation that rural communities just do not have the funds and the resources to be able to support a maternity unit. So we're very fortunate to have this on the Eastern Shore.
Within Riverside, our hospital, Shore Memorial Hospital, is unique in that we are providing a service that nobody else can. It's very personal medicine. We live and work within the community, and so we're not just taking care of patients, we're taking care of our community members. And I very much appreciate the fact that Riverside has made that commitment to continue maternal fetal health care on the shore. Without the ability to practice the kind of medicine that I do here, there would be no alternative for maternal fetal safety. And so without us here providing this service, I really feel strongly that the women of the shore would not be getting the quality of care that they deserve.
For our delivery, I did some of my labor at home until it got to the time when I had to go to the hospital. That was a little after midnight. I then had 14 hours of unmedicated labor. That was my choice, and at some point we determined that Henry was stuck, so he was in the wrong position and he wasn't going to be able to come out on his own, and I had to have an emergency C-section. While I was getting prepped for the operation, I was terrified and I was exhausted, and the nurse let me hold her hand while we waited for my husband to get here, and that was really comforting.
That moment between hearing them say, basically pull, and hearing his first cry, it felt like a year. But then he came over, wrapped up like a little burrito, little silly hat on, and they put him down, and he was perfectly healthy. And I think that's the happiest I ever saw my wife, which probably made me the happiest I've ever been.
Running to the OR in the middle of the night it's terrifying. But it was the right call, and Mom did great and baby did fantastic. But it was a long night for everybody, with a great outcome. And it really just came down to the patient talking to me and me listening to the patient and then working together to have a beautiful delivery.
Just watching a new life come into the world is one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. And for us to be a part of that, it's special. And there's no redos in our unit, so we try to make sure that we listen to our patients, that if there are special things that they'd like to have at delivery or plans that they have ahead, we want to make sure we get it right from the get-go. So we encourage our patients to bring in their birthing plans, tell us if there's something they'd like done at that delivery, because we realize that it's a very special time. It's a time that'll be remembered for years. It's a tale that's told in families about a birth for a long time. So we consider it a privilege and an honor to be there with them.